Namaskar, Swagatam. We would like to welcome you all on Independent Research Ethics Society's journey of knowledge sharing, journey of excellence, AYUSH Samriddhi. Due to your cooperation, guidance, mentorship, we are really grateful to you, due to which we have been able to achieve the milestone of 673 today, within 3 years. We started this journey in last March of 2020, and now we have achieved 673rd webinar. Last month, we conducted 50 webinars, and in this month of April, we are expecting that we will be able to conduct more than 60 webinars on different topics. Previously, we were inviting more people and expecting that our Zoom seats of 100 should be fulfilled. But due to unfortunate situation of Zoom bombarding, where our lady speakers were there, so it was very awkward situation that when we entered one unknown person, that person invited so many hurdles to us, so that should not be repeated. So we are restricted ourselves to invite the speaker and our closest dignitaries. This AYUSH Samriddhi webinars are live on YouTube and popular in 25 countries. Persons of 25 countries generally joins us some or other time. So thank you very much. Today we are celebrating 2 days. Number one, World Art Day. It was yesterday, but yesterday, fortunately, we have conducted 3 webinars at a stretch. So it was not possible to conduct 4th webinar. And today is World Voice Day. So we are in search of any unique voice. Though we have conducted approximately 20 plus webinars on poetry, singing, and likewise cultural activities. What we are expecting today, I don't know what will be unique and what is unique in the voice. So we have invited entries for preliminary round of unique voice. So many names have come to us, but I don't know what will be the result of next webinar. I am also eagerly waiting to observe the result in next webinar. And in this webinar, really I am grateful. Amitaji, Somaji, and again Somaji, I am really overwhelmed and grateful to you all. And thank you, Dr. Sakat Vasu, who has introduced such a galaxy of artists. Please do join every day, because every day we are trying to conduct our health with the day of celebration. So today, 2 days we are celebrating. I would not like to extend more. Myself, Dr. Pawan Kumar Sharma, President, Independent Research Ethics Society. From last 33 years, I am in Calcutta. Just before 6 months, I have joined in Bhopal, but my house, my organization, everything is in Calcutta, near Acropolis. So thank you. I am also a Bengali. Means 33 years, my whole life I have passed in Calcutta. My wife, Mrs. Momita Sharma, is CEO of MedPharma CRO. We are conducting clinical research there. This is my brief introduction. So I would like to request Professor Vishnu Prasad Sharma ji for his welcome blessings. Respected Vishnu Prasad Sharma ji is President Vishwa Ayurved Parishad Assam and Northeast and Principal, ex-Principal, Government Ayurvedic College, Guwahati. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar. Good evening to everybody. Respected Professor V.K. Agnihotri ji, respected Professor Pawan Kumar Sharma ji, distinguished guests, eminent speaker, ladies and gentlemen. I, Professor Dr. Vishnu Prasad Sharma, welcome all of you to this evening webinar on popular arts strength of creativity. Most important subject today we have. So I want to welcome the eminent speaker. I want to welcome Professor Amita Uday Shankar, Professor of Dance, Rabindra Bharati University, Kolkata. Namaskar and welcome.
Namaskar. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, madam. Next, I want to welcome Dr. Soma Bhadra Ray, Head of the Associate Professor, Department of Bengali, West Bengal State University,
Thank you.
Barsar, Kolkata. Okay, namaskar,
Thank you.
madam,
Thank
and
you, sir.
welcome
Thank you,
to this
everybody.
evening webinar. Next, I want to welcome Mrs. Soma Homi, acclaimed artist, a sensitive poet, founder Creative Forum from Kolkata. Namaskar, madam, and welcome to this evening webinar. Next, I want to welcome Dr. Saikat Basu, Executive Research Director, Performance, Sid Letbridge, Alberta, Canada. Namaskar, sir, and welcome you to this evening webinar. Once again, I welcome all the eminent speaker, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to this evening webinar on popular art strength of creativity. Thank you. Namaskar. Over to Pavanji.
Thank you very much, sir. This program is live on YouTube, so please circulate YouTube for viewers. You can circulate. I would like to request our second guardian, Professor Dr. V.K. Agnihotri, sir, ex-head of the department, Uttarakhand Ayurveda University. He is from Haridwar. Welcome, sir. Welcome for your preamble.
Thank you, Professor Pawan Kumar Sharma ji, and namaskar, and my respect to all the components of our galaxy of today's webinars platform, starting with Professor Amita Datta to all the guest speakers of today's webinars. See, the topic which we are going to celebrate today is the World Art Day. Of course, it was on yesterday, but as Professor Pankaj Sharma ji narrated that we were over busy with 3 webinars, so we decided to celebrate it on today. A very important point is to which I say art and to whom I consider as artist. अगर थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बोलें तो जो कला को आकार दे दे उसको कलाकार कहते हैं. A person, male or female, who gives the shape to any art is said to be the artist. और हमारे जो कलाकारों में जो सबसे बड़े कलाकार हुए हैं, जो 16 कलाओं के अधिष्ठाता थे, राजा थे, नायक महानायक थे, वो भगवान श्री कृष्ण जी हुए. प्रभु श्री राम जी 12 कलाओं के अवतार थे. तो कला को आकार देना इज नॉट अ पर्सनल थिंग or any individual's capacity or credit. It is being gifted by God. So the important factor is this, because God, all the activities, all the art is bestowing to the God. So the personality of God is said to be the fulfilled. And he says, if I don't miss anything, then I am not perfect. हमारे लिए सत्य और असत्य दोनों का हम वर्ण करेंगे, तभी हम प्रभु कहलाएंगे. क्योंकि अगर हमने कुछ कमी अपने पर वर्ण नहीं की तो हम अपूर्ण रहे. इसलिए ईश्वर अपने को पूर्ण कहलवाने के लिए अच्छाई बुराई दोनों उसके पास होती हैं. तो सभी कलाओं के तो अधिष्ठाता प्रभु हैं, और वो जिसको थोड़ी सी कृपा कर देते हैं वो कला उस कलाकार के चेली बन जाती है, क्योंकि वो कलाकार अपनी संपूर्ण निष्ठा, प्रतिष्ठा, श्रम, परिश्रम, ज्ञान, त्याग, बलिदान, डेडिकेशन सब कुछ उसमें समर्पित कर देती है. चाहे वो समय हो, चाहे वो भोजन हो, चाहे वो परिवार हो, चाहे वो पैसा हो. When it starts with a commitment for the fulfillment of the art, whatever he or she is dealing with, चाहे वो फ्लूट हो, चाहे हारमोनियम हो, चाहे डांस हो, एनी एक्टिविटी, इवन द समरसॉट्स, जितने हमारे योगासन कर करके एक बहुत बढ़िया आजकल दिखाते हैं। हमारे जब हमारे राजपथ, नेशनल पथ पर जब हमारे मिलिट्री के जवान 20-20, 25-25 मोटरसाइकिल पर 150-150 एक साथ निकलते हैं, जो हम परेड की यात्रा देखते हैं, वो किसी कला से कम नहीं है। क्या उनका कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है, और उसके बावजूद लास्ट वाले के हाथ में अपना ट्राई कलर नेशनल फ्लैग होता है। तो कला बहुत बड़ी चीज है। और एक चीज और हमारे टीचर से बताई थी, एवरी पर्सन एंड whosoever is making any labor, he makes a tune. हर परिश्रम करने वाला, हर मजदूर, हर श्रमिक जब भी कुछ श्रम करता है तो एक ट्यून बनाता है, माने एक गुनगुनाता है, कहता है। तो ये भी एक बिल्ट इन है। उसी में से कोई हमारे मन्ना डे और फिर मुकेश और दीदी लता मंगेशकर, आशा भोसले बन जाती हैं। कलाओं का कोई अंत नहीं। आज हमारे पास इतनी बड़ी गैलेक्सी है, हम उन कलाओं के लिए बेचैनी से इंतजार भी कर रहे हैं, और हमें खुशी है कि हम बहुत ज्यादा कुछ सुनने, देखने और सीखने वाले हैं आज की इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर। सो वी आर very fortunate that we are having a great galaxy of our great artists of different fields, and total credit goes to our sacred Basuji, who is always with us, and his inspiration, his cooperation, his coordination, and his dedication is itself a complete combination of the art which he possesses. So with these initial words, I send back this conduction program to Professor Pawan Kumar Sharma ji for enlightening us with a great artist presence and their presentation. Thank you so much. Over to Pawan Sharma ji.
Thank you sir, thank you very much. आपने श्री कृष्ण का कहा, त्रेता द्वापर युग का। मैं सतयुग में आचार्य मेरे नटराज, मेरे इष्ट भोलेनाथ, उनको भी कलाओं का देवता मानता हूँ। तो उज्जैन गया था, तो उज्जैन में महर्षि संदीपन का आश्रम देखा, जहाँ कृष्ण ने शिक्षा ग्रहण की थी। वहां उन्होंने 64 कलाएं सीखी थी। वहां 64 कलाओं का एक चित्रण किया गया है। उसमें कढ़ाई भी थी, उसमें बुनाई भी थी, उसमें सिलाई भी थी। एवरीथिंग वाज इंक्लूडेड इन दैट 64 कला। सो मैं ऐसी मेरी दीदी अमिता दत्त जी को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूँ। मैं मतलब एक शिक्षार्थी हूँ, हम लोग ज्यादा नहीं जानते हैं। हम आपसे आशीर्वचन के रूप में जानना चाहते हैं आज का दिन कैसे।
मैं मेरा तरफ से आभार प्रकट कर रही हूँ डॉक्टर शर्मा आपके पास, और सैकत जी, और फिर डॉक्टर शर्मा और डॉक्टर अग्निहोत्री जी, सबको, और जितने सब यहाँ ज्वाइन किए हैं, सबको मेरा सादर नमस्कार और अभिनंदन। We are speaking about art, and what a beautiful way Dr. Sharma said that he or she who gives a shape to art, कला को जो आकार देते हैं, वही कलाकार है। What a beautiful way of expressing it. Now, let us think of what we mean by kala, art. I would like to quote from Rabindranath Tagore, our great poet. He said that we do many things in our life. We see many things in the world, but whenever we try to consciously do something in a beautiful way, whenever our emotions are involved in what we do, that is art. Actually, I always tell my students that, look, the difference between science and art is this, that if you were giving an examination in mathematics and you were asked to write 2 + 2, and if you wrote 4, that would be right and you would get 10% marks. But if you were doing the same thing in a paper on art, you might get everything right, But until what you did appealed to the heart and the mind of the person who saw it, you wouldn't get full marks. Actually, in life, we do many things using our intellect. And again, we do many things using our emotion. Art deals primarily with the emotion of the artist and the emotion of he or she who is enjoying the art. As a dancer, I portray my emotions through dance, and the spectators receive those emotions with their own feelings and emotions. That is why the communication is so perfect. Because if you think, even if we look at our daily lives, let us try to remember how many things we do using our intellect and how many things we do using our emotion. And after a certain time or a few years, what is it that we remember? Is it that we remember what we did with our intellect? Or is it that we remember what we did with our emotions? Even in life, we remember what things made us happy, what things made us sad, what made us angry. And in fact, in art, we are trying to arouse the different emotions. And these emotions are portrayed with effort. Effort, not in the sense that it is labor, it is actually a labor of love. We try to portray the emotions and we portray them using our powers to beautify something. My Guruji, Pandit Birju Maharaj, always said that whenever you are portraying a drama, even if you're portraying a sad scene, or even if you're portraying a part when you're very angry, but even those things have to be aesthetically appealing. They have to be beautiful. In fact, Dr. Sharma had spoken about Vishnu. Vishnu, in many of his avatars, was very angry. Sometimes he killed, he destroyed. But in all these, we admire the beauty of what he did and how he did it. Even if we think of Narasimha avatar, yes, he was cruel, but in his cruelty, he was splendid, he was wonderful. So in art, we always try to beautify whatever we are presenting so that it appeals to everybody. And it is this idea of beauty that touches the hearts of people. And this is the beauty of art. Whether it is the visual arts, which includes painting, drawing, sculpture, or the performing arts, which includes music, singing, dancing, drama, and so on. In all these, we try to appeal to the emotions by making our presentations beautiful. We create the bhavas and we communicate through abhinaya. We are carrying across the ninayati abhi to the spectators or the audience who relish the rasa. Here, rasa is actually a metaphor used for taste. Whenever we see certain bhavas being presented, we respond by having certain emotions which are actually the taste of the bhavas that we are relishing. So in art, we appeal to the emotions. The artist tries to beautify everything. And I think emotions and the use of the emotions is more appealing than just pure intellect. This is my humble submission, and I'm sure everyone else will add much more to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful to that you have explained in very nice manner. Excellent, excellent, madam. मैं आपसे कुछ आपके संस्मरण सुनने की आशा करता हूं। आपने पूरा जीवन कला को समर्पित किया है। कोई एक अच्छा संस्मरण, एनी मेमोरी। मैं इमामी में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट था। इमामी के वाइस प्रेसिडेंट पद से रिटायर हुआ और संयोग से मेरे बाजू में ही कॉरपोरेट कम्युनिकेशन के हेड धीरज अग्रवाल बैठते हैं। तो जितने कलाकार थे बॉलीवुड के, उनसे सबसे परिचय करने का मौका मिला, साथ में काम करने का मौका मिला। याराना की जो शूटिंग हुई थी, मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी, तो उसको हमारी इमामी की तरफ से कोऑर्डिनेट करने मैं ही वहां उपस्थित था। तो ये सब आप कलाकारों के आशीर्वाद का फल है कि कुछ बूंदे हम पर भी पड़ गई हैं। मैं आपसे कोई ऐसी मेमोरी जो आपको बहुत छू गई हो, बस उसकी आशा करता हूं। If you can communicate any memory, sweet memory, that with your art you have felt enlightened at that time.
Well, I won't say that I was enlightened, but I just want to speak about the power of art, or the
Great.
power of emotions. Actually, I am a professional dancer. And, you know, being a professional, when you commit to something, you have to keep your promise. I want to speak about the day my mother passed away. She passed away in the afternoon. Actually, she was suffering for 1 month, and we knew that she would go any day. But it happened one day. And during this time, this was the year of Rabindranath Tagore's 150th birth anniversary. And I was preparing a dance drama based on Tagore's songs called Bhanu Singher Padavali. This was on Radha and Krishna. I was doing the role of Radha. And this had been, I had been preparing it for about 6 months. And my mother had seen the beginning of the preparations. And she was really looking forward to the performance. It so happened that the first performance was scheduled on a day when she died in the afternoon. I was so heartbroken. And there was the audience waiting for me. And I didn't know what to do. Then my husband told me that, look, your mother had been looking forward to this performance. And we believe that the soul leaves the body but is still around, and especially on the day that the body is left. Why don't you perform for your mother? That evening, I did give a dance performance. The first performance of Bhanu Singher Padavali. When I reached the hall, everybody thought that I would not dance, but I said that no. I had told my mother that I would show her my dance, and I will show it to her. I believe that her spirit will be there in the auditorium. Her spirit will be watching me. You know, we often think, or little children say that my mother has died and become a star. But that day was the Paus Purnima day. And in Bhanu Singher Padavali, there are references to the full moon all the time. So every time I showed the full moon with my hand, I felt that my mother was there in the midst of the moon and she was watching me. I don't know how I performed, but I smiled. I went through a series of emotions. And all along, I felt that my mother was with me. After it was over, I told the audience that, look, I could do this because this is art. I felt that I was with my mother. My mother was watching me. If I was reading a book, if I was giving an examination, I don't know whether I would have been able to do it. But through art, I could reach out to my mother. I could reach out to the audience, and I could actually overcome my sorrow. There have been many instances when my near and dear ones have gone away, and I have given performances, because while I am performing, I become another person. I go into the performance. You know, when I was doing Radha, I had become Radha. I was no longer Amita. And this Radha was dancing for Amita's mother. Well, that is one experience that I will never forget. And I still remember it. And everybody said that we don't know how you did perform. But I said that no, I am dedicated to my art. And my mother loved my art. That's why I did it for her. And incidentally, the whole audience also enjoyed my offering to my mother. Thank you.
Excellent, great. This memory we also cannot forget. Agnivatri sir.
Great, madam. Great. You have just touched such a important event of your life with fullest of emotion. We are very sorry, and at the same time, we are satisfied enough that you maintained your profession with a great commitment. And when you were performing, you were completely indulged and completely gone in that character which you were performing in a capacity of Radha. Ma'am, it will be our request from our IRES side. If you can grace the occasion by sending a 1.5 minute or 2 minutes video of your any very important dance, Dr. Pawan Kumar Sharma ji will play it and we will be graced.
Just
you're a
now,
great performer.
I won't be able to give it just now because I didn't know. I mean, I haven't.
We are here for 2 hours. If you can. We are
Uh,
here for almost 2 hours. If you
no,
can,
but
after 15
maybe
minutes.
I will send some snippets of my dance to
Great,
Dr.
great.
Sharma, and in later programs he can show it.
Definitely.
I feel indebted. You accepted my say
Just now,
desire. Thank
because I
you.
have to edit it and I have to send it, but I
Right.
will do it. I will do it in during this week. I will send it, and
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
and
very
whenever
much, sir.
Dr. Sharma wants, he can show it.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
one more incident I would like to share with you.
Yes.
My mother, she was a great social worker, and she used to go to Mother Teresa's old age home. Those who have been to Kolkata know the Kalighat temple, and just next to the Kalighat temple is Mother Teresa's old age home. Actually, this was originally meant as a guest house for pilgrims, but it was given to the mother so that she could look after old people. In fact, all the inmates over there were very old, and most of them knew that they were going to die. My mother used to go and spoon feed them in the afternoon. So, and this is the time also of Easter Monday. So Mother Teresa told my mother that why don't you ask your daughter to come and dance here in this old age home so that the people over here can enjoy her dance. They will never be able to go to an auditorium and see your daughter. But if your daughter comes and performs here for me, for them, then I will go. And so I went and I was dancing. And it was Mother Teresa's blessing was with me. And everybody who was seeing it were so happy and were, I'm sure, blessing me too. Then at one time, I suddenly heard a shouting and a crying from one corner of the building. So I said, what has happened? So one sister from Mother Teresa's home, she came and said, there is one person, like most of the old people have come here and they are sitting around the place where you are dancing and they can see you. But one person is so old and so sick that he can't get up and come. And maybe he is going to die within a short time. But he wants to see your dance. That is why he's crying out. Will you allow us to bring him and place him on one corner of the stage so that he can see you? So I said that yes, please. And he came. And I could see his eyes. They were, he was staring at me, but I could see that maybe he couldn't see me properly because, just before dying, your eyes are gradually becoming blurred. But he was seeing me and he was smiling. And, I felt that this was such a great blessing. Here was this old man who had been suffering and who had been crying, but he came, he saw my dance. And maybe because of that, he died with a smile on his face. I think this is a great blessing of Mother Teresa, that, we perform for people who are happy, for people who enjoy the dance. But for these people who, and especially this person, I can't forget, who at the last moment of his life saw my dance, and maybe he went into the next world with my image in his mind, who knows? This is a great blessing of God and of Mother Teresa.
Definitely, definitely, madam. Great experiences. Unforgettable experience.
Madam, you
Yes.
proved that dance and music is the greatest medicine. You proved it.
Thank you.
Dance and singing, it's the greatest medicine.
Because as
especially
I
for
said,
such
that when we hear music and dance, then we go beyond ourselves. We no longer reason. We just use our emotions. We enjoy. We become one with the dance. We become one with the music.
Very nice, madam. Very nice.
And one little more thing I would like to say. This is my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, she was very ill. And the doctors had said that at the hospital that she wouldn't live, so to take her home. So we brought her home and she was in a state of coma. At that time, I used to practice every day. So in the evening when I was practicing, the senior nurse was there looking after my mother-in-law. Then after finishing my dance, when I came to that room, the nurse said that she can't express herself. She doesn't respond to anything. She can't eat. But when you were dancing, she was nodding her head to the music. So who knows what the power of music and dance is, what it does to a person who is sick, what it does to a person who is in coma, or what it does to a person who is about to die. I think we have to go on thinking and rediscovering the power of art.
That definitely music therapists are on our platform, and the clinical researchers have proved that music has definite role on stress, anxiety, and in mental disorders, even on the milking of cows.
Yes.
That has been proved. So thank you very much, madam.
Thank you so much.
Now I would like to request
ma'am, you
Soma
whatever
Bhattara
you are
Rai
saying,
ji.
Yes.
whatever you are
Pardon?
saying, it was the effect of Maharaj. When you become one
With the Lord.
performer and God, when becomes one, it is known as Maharaj.
Definitely.
Yes.
This is what the effect of
You
Maharaj.
go beyond
Right,
yourself.
sir.
You go
Yes.
beyond yourself. You are
Very
no
right.
longer yourself, but you merge with the infinite.
Great, madam. You have made the day. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to request our next expert, Soma Bhattara Rai ji. Welcome, madam. Madam Soma Bhattara Rai ji, welcome.
Namaste.
Namaskar, madam. Namaskar.
Shubho Navabarsho.
Shobha Navabarsha.
I am a Bengali professor. So it is very much thankful to me ki ami এত ভালো কি আমি হিন্দি বা ইংরাজি বলতে পারি না। I am very poor
नहीं,
to
आप मिक्स बोलिए, उसमें और टच अच्छा आ जाएगा, एक इनोसेंट टच रहेगा। आप मिक्स बोलिए आराम से।
हाँ, तो जो मैं आज बोलना चाहता हूँ इस
जय हो।
प्लेटफॉर्म में रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर चित्रकला। I read out. Rabindranath Tagore, our international poet with an intriguing personality, is the subject of an enormous amount of praising regarding his poems, short stories, novels, drama, songs, essay, and other literary works. The poet's unique significance, however, that is being recognized as a Shilpi or Chitrakar occurs very seldom, although he is more renowned as a poet. He also had a successful literary and writing career. Any art he touches is believed to turn to gold. In the age of 60, age just a number. और हम लोगों को एज हो जाता है तो हम बोलते हैं इतना उम्र हो गया मेरा, मैं क्या करूं. In the age of 60, he began painting in addition to producing poem, novel, etc. Rabindranath Tagore started sketching the manuscript of his writing in the time of writing Purabi in the year 1924, which can be described as the origin of Tagore paintings. Though according to available sources, the first painting dates back to 15th March 1929. Up to 1940, Rabindranath had created more than 2,500 paintings and drawings. Victoria Ocampo, while she was nursing the poet back to his health in her villa in Buenos Aires in Argentina in 1924, was impressed by seeing the radical imagination of sketches and lines in his notebook and encouraged Rabindranath to draw the paint. Later, she organized an exhibition of Tagore's painting at Paris. In 1930, a series of exhibitions of Tagore's artwork were organized in Europe. The exhibitions received positive reviews. Critics expressed surprise at the unexpected beauty of the works and the imagination of the painter. Not being confident of his painting earlier, Rabindranath wrote to William Rothenstein, "My picture certainly causes psychological interest being produced of untutored figures and untrained mind. I am sure they do not reveal a strangeness born of my utter inexperience and individual limitations." Rabindranath had no formal training in art beside the cultural ambience of the family. But according to Rabindranath, the only training which I had from my young days was the training in rhythm in thought, the rhythm in sound. I had come to know that rhythm gives reality to that which is desolatory, which is insignificance in itself. And therefore, when the scratch in my manuscript cried like sinner for salvation and assailed my eyes with the ugliness of their irrelevance, I often took more time in rescuing them into the merciless finality of rhythm than in carrying on what was my obvious task. Rabindranath used various colors and materials for his picture. He used pen ink, waterproofing, crayon, watercolor, pastel color, and pencil in different combinations. Rabindranath used to combine different colors in his drawing and painting instead of using single color. Rabindranath traveled throughout the world he used to write the name of the place and the date in his writing. But in case of painting and drawings, in most cases, he did not mention the date and the place. Actually, his paintings are not realistic, but his art is mainly symbolic, whether it is poetry or music or dance or painting. Even the portions were the symbol of abstract qualities. Yeats' opinion of Tagore's can be applicable to Tagore's painting and drawing as well. He had said, most person write to that if you were to detach of sentence from its context, it would have no meaning. With Tagore's writing, however, it is just the other way round. Almost any sentence will stand by itself, almost any clause. The more you study his composition, the more significant do they become. They grow upon you. A more realistic view, maybe the artistic language and skill were limited, but within those limitations, he created a very personal form of modernism with the power of disturb and astonished. Many thanks. बहुत धन्यवाद मुझको यहाँ
आप
बुलाने के
बोलिए ना,
लिए।
आपकी हिंदी बड़ी अच्छी लग रही है, आप बोलिए प्लीज, ये आपका
मुझको
प्लेटफॉर्म है।
और मेरा जो सह-वक्ता है उसको मेरे तरफ से बधाई हो। अमिता जी इतना रिनाउंड पर्सनालिटी और इतनी हम्बल, उसको भी मेरे तरफ से धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन, शुभकामनाएं। आपका जो उद्योग है ये आगे बढ़े। नमस्ते।
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैडम।
ओके।
अग्निहोत्री सर, आपको बोला मैं उसके पहले एक लाइन गुनगुनाना चाहता था, आप परमिट करें तो।
जी जी जी
यंग एज में वॉइस ऑफ मुकेश में 14 साल ऑर्केस्ट्रा में गाया। मैं सोमा जी को बुलाता हूँ, सोमा जी कहाँ गई? सोमा भौमिक जी, आप आपके ही लिए मैं सुना रहा हूँ। भोलेनाथ की दया से हर काम हो रहा है, भोलेनाथ की दया से हर काम हो रहा है, करता है भोला दानी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है, करता है भोला दानी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। जो वॉइस ऑफ मुकेश थी एक जमाने में, वो वॉइस ऑफ अमरीश पुरी हो गई एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर होते होते। नहीं, तो इसीलिए मैं आदरणीय सोमा जी को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूं।
बहुत अच्छा गाना था।
धन्यवाद।
बढ़िया था। वैसे भी भगवान की भजन तो हमेशा अच्छे
मैं-
लगते हैं, हर किसी पे अच्छा लगता है।
जी, स्वागत है, स्वागत है।
मेरे को बुलाया आपने तो मैं सोमा जी के लिए पहले तो हमारे जो सोमाभद्र रे जी के लिए मुझे कहना है, बहुत ही अच्छी हिंदी बंगाली बोली उन्होंने और अपना प्रेजेंटेशन बहुत ही एकेडमिक रहा। आपने भी बताया रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर साहब के साथ में जो आपने
रविन्द्रनाथ जी के अनछुए पहलू बताए।
अब देखिए ना, अब हमें संकोच हो रहा है, मुझे इस बात की पीड़ा हो रही है, मुझे बंगाली नहीं आती है। आप लोगों के बीच में कुछ तो बंगाली बोलना था, मतलब अमार सोमार बांग्ला इतना आता है। अमित सोमार बांग्ला। एक चीज मुझे अच्छी लग रही है, मेरे ख्याल से बंगाल में ये सोमा नाम बहुत पॉपुलर और बहुत मीनिंगफुल है। We are having two Somas today. Soma Bhattacharya and Soma Bhaumik. So means our Professor पवन कुमार जी भक्त हैं भगवान जी के, शंकर जी के, और वो उनके जो सोम है वो चंद्रमा के लिए भी है, तो वो सोम विराजमान है। जी जी, इसलिए मुझे लगा कि सोम की वैल्यू है, बंगाल में है और पूरे जगत में।
नहीं, बंगाल में एक चीज और पॉपुलर है सर, बच्चियों को जनरली लड़कियां वहाँ की कोई ना कोई कला बचपन से सीखती, ये एक उनको नमन है। ये अपनी नॉर्थ इंडिया में बहुत कमी है,
कम है।
डेफिनेटली बहुत कमी है। मैं 33
आपके
साल से वहाँ देखा, मेरी बच्चियों को भी मैंने
एक्चुअली बंगाल में सीखना नहीं पड़ता है बिकॉज इट इज
यानी
अवेलेबल इन द होम।
आपके पास गायन है और नृत्य है, साथ में चित्रकारी भी है। हमें जानते हैं बंगाली ठाकुर साहब के पास भी यही था। रवीना जी उनकी जो कलाकृतियां थी, चित्र शिल्प शब्द आप प्रयोग किया ना, तो जो शिल्प है वो सृजनात्मक भाव है। चलिए साहब, बहुत बहुत आपको बधाई, अभिनंदन, आपका स्वागत है। आप आइंदा भी जुड़ा करिए, है ना। धन्यवाद।
ऑब्वियसली। ओके,
मैं सोमा भौमिक जी का स्वागत करता हूँ
जी
और फिर ये स्टेज उनके हवाले करता हूँ, जो भी आप।
जी जी, एक्चुअली आज जो हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं ये है वर्ल्ड आर्ट डे। तो ये आया कहाँ से, किसने किया और क्यों किया, ये सवाल हमारे मन में शायद कभी आए भी। तो मैं ये कुछ छोटे शब्दों में बताना चाहूंगी। वर्ल्ड आर्ट डे इज सेलिब्रेटेड ईच ईयर ऑन 15th of April। ठीक है, उसको हम आज सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि नहीं हो पाया, जैसे आपने कहा कि कल बहुत व्यस्तता में चला हमारा टाइम, तो आज हम सेलिब्रेट करेंगे इसको। इस बार का जो वर्ल्ड आर्ट थीम है वो है आर्ट इज गुड फॉर हेल्थ। व्हाई आर्ट इज गुड फॉर हेल्थ एंड हाउ, मैं इस बारे में थोड़ा प्रकाश डालने की कोशिश करूंगी आज। ये जो वर्ल्ड आर्ट डे है, ये द इंटरनेशनल एसोसिएशन ऑफ आर्ट, ए पार्टनर ऑफ यूनेस्को, created this day basically to promote creative activity around the world, ताकि हम सभी को इस आर्ट से बेनिफिट मिले। Now I'll be more comfortable in English अगर आप लोग इजाजत दे तो, ठीक है। So today I will like to enlighten how this art can motivate us, how this art can be beneficial to all of us in all stages of life. So किस तरह के आर्ट होते हैं और कलाकार किसे कहते हैं, ये तो हम मेरे फ्रेंड ने अभी बताया ही। जो कला को आकार दे सके वो कलाकार, ये बात एकदम दिल को छू जाती है। तो ये है लाख बात की एक बात। बट हम कला, जो कलाकार हैं और जो नहीं भी हैं, हम सभी में कला है, वो छुपा हुआ है कहीं ना कहीं। हम सभी लोग कलाकार हैं, कोई जानते हैं, कोई रियलाइज करते हैं, कोई नहीं करते हैं, बट वी ऑल आर आर्टिस्ट इन आवर ओन वे। हम सभी में कुछ ना कुछ क्रिएटिविटी रहती है जो भगवान ने हमें वरदान में देके इस दुनिया में भेजा है, ताकि हम दुनिया को रंग दे सके, रूप दे सके और उसे और सुंदर बना सके। मेरा ये मानना है। Now I'll tell a few points to highlight how this art is beneficial for us, for our health, and how it can motivate us. When we want to find a way to take a break from distressing thought, drawing offers a way to focus your attention on something calming. हम कुछ करते हैं तो हमें एक चैन का अनुभव, एक सुकून का अनुभव होता है, जो कि हमारे हार्मोन को बॉडी में हैप्पी हार्मोन को बूस्ट करते हैं, which gives us a pleasing, relaxing effect. So उससे क्या होता है, हमारे हैप्पीनेस हार्मोन के आने से हमारे अंदर जो एक निराशा, हताशा जो रहती है ना, वो स्विप अप होके वहां पे एक हमको बहुत काम, एक शांति का अनुभव होता है। ठीक है, तो इसी शांति का अनुभव करने के लिए हम बोलते हैं, जो कि स्ट्रेस में रहते हैं, डिस्टर्ब रहते हैं, मे बी बहुत मॉरली डाउन रहते हैं, वी गिव देम कलर्स, वी गिव देम एनी कलर्स, एनी मीडियम, लिक्विड, क्रेयॉन, इवन पेंसिल या फिर पेन भी। कुछ कीजिए, एक खाली कागज में कुछ कीजिए, जब हम इस तरह की बातें बोलते हैं ना, तो the person holding the pen or the color is coming out with different formations on the paper. Maybe sketching, maybe doodling. Doodling मतलब dot 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 dot. या फिर just scribbling, या फिर splashing of colors. उससे क्या होता है, एक impersonal way of output होता है, जो कि जो लोग बहुत शाई है या फिर जो लोग नॉट कंपैटिबल विथ स्पीच है, मे बी सम ऑटिस्टिक कैटेगरी आई एम टॉकिंग, तो नॉट ओनली ऑटिस्टिक, नॉर्मल पीपल पे भी इसका बहुत अच्छा इम्पैक्ट होता है, क्योंकि उनके अंदर की जो भावनाएं हैं, जो फीलिंग्स है, मे बी जो वो वर्ड्स में नहीं एक्सप्रेस करना चाहते हैं या कर सकते हैं, वो बाहर आ जाता है. सो इट्स अ थेरेपी, जो कि हम देते हैं नाम आर्ट थेरेपी. इट कम्स आउट विद दैट. इसके लिए कोई नॉलेज जो कर रहे हैं उसको कोई ड्राइंग का नॉलेज आना है जरूरी नहीं है. टू सर्टेन एक्सटेंट ये भी जरूरी नहीं होता है कि आपको ड्राइंग करना आना चाहिए तभी आप आर्ट थेरेपी कर सकते हो या ले सकते हो. इवन इफ यू experience music, if you experience art, painting, sketching, drawing, that also helps. So how it helps? It increases your emotional intelligence, पहला. Improves memory, especially those students हैं, उनको हम क्यों drawing classes देते हैं schools में, colleges में, even in some multinational organizations also we are putting this. Why? Because it increases your memory too. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल. जनरली आप बोलोगे कि आर्ट से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग का क्या कनेक्शन है. आप कोई ऐसे प्रॉब्लम से पास थ्रू कर रहे हो जिसका सोल्यूशन आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन डूडल. एक पेन लीजिए, एक पेंसिल लीजिए, जो भी है आपके पास, जस्ट कीप ऑन डूडलिंग ऑन द पेपर. एक कोई भी पिक्चर को आप डॉट से भरो, जस्ट फिल द डॉट्स ऑन द पिक्चर्स. It trigger your brain for the solution of your problem by itself, because you yourself is the powerhouse of everything which you don't know. Your problem may be yours, but the solution can be sorted by you, and you are the best for your problem solution. So that is how art and healthy living is connected to certain extent. और भी कुछ है जो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी. It boosts the self esteem. आप कुछ भी बनाओ, कैसे भी बनाओ, आप बना के जब खुद का क्रिएशन देखते हो ना, तो किसी और को बोलने के पहले आपको खुद को ये फील होता है, कोई भी एज के हो, कहीं भी हो, कि अरे वाह, मैंने तो बहुत अच्छा बनाया है. किसी के लिए वो कितना भी बुरा हो या कैसा भी हो, आपको वो खुद को अच्छा लगता है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो आपका क्रिएशन है. यू रिलिश इट. वो आपका सेल्फ बूस्ट करता है, आपके सेल्फ को बूस्ट करता है. इट्स अ सेल्फ एस्टीम बूस्टर, योर आर्ट फॉर्म्स, एंड इट रिड्यूसेस स्ट्रेस टू. क्यों क्यों ये रिड्यूस कर रहा है स्ट्रेस को? बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर गोइंग इनटू एनी आर्ट फॉर्म, डांसिंग, म्यूजिक, पेंटिंग, एनी आर्ट फॉर्म, ये क्या कर रहा है? ये आपको ग्राउंड कर रहा है आपके फास्ट मूविंग लाइफ से. टू सर्टेन एक्सटेंट आपको आपके फोकस को हटा रहा है आपके प्रॉब्लम से, आपको कामनेस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. Psychologist and art therapist Kathy, from his multifarious studies, confirmed that being creative can increase positive emotions, lessen depression, reduce stress, decrease anxiety, even improve immune system functioning. मतलब ये जो हमारे साइकोसोमैटिक डिजीजेस होते हैं ना, जो आपकी इम्यून सिस्टम से रिलेटेड है, जैसे कि अल्सर, गैस्ट्रिक एंड माइग्रेन, तो ये सारे जो समस्या है ना, ये हमारे इम्यून सिस्टम से रिलेटेड है, हमारे हाजमे, हमारे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम से भी रिलेटेड है. तो इन सबको भी बूस्ट कर सकता है. इफ आई टेल यू, you may not believe, but it is a fact that yellow and orange color is very good for your immune system. इसलिए आप जनरली देखे होंगे रेस्टोरेंट्स में या डाइनिंग में या खाने के जगह पे ऑरेंज कलर का यूज कुछ ज्यादा करने से आप अच्छा फील करते हो. इट्स नॉट दैट द लुक ओनली मैटर्स, इसका एक इम्पैक्ट होता है, हर कलर का एक इम्पैक्ट है ऑन ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. कि एक कलर हमारे साथ जब रिएक्ट होता है, हमारे आंखों से जब हमारी अंदर हम इसको एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं, तो हमारे अंदर उसका एक रिएक्शन होता है एंड इट हेल्प्स फॉर आवर इम्यूनिटी. लाइक आई टोल्ड यू इम्यूनिटी के साथ साथ और भी चीजें हैं जो हम कर सकते हैं, और भी कलर्स हैं जो हमको हमारे जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं या फिर जो भी हमारे सॉल्यूशन है उसमें हेल्प कर सकते हैं, बूस्ट कर सकते हैं. Like art gives us feeling of joy and boost a good mood. जैसे हमारा मूड अच्छा कर सकता है. Art fostered the feeling of relaxation, creativity, and it also gives us inspirations. Art form of creativity can reduce stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol नाम का जो हार्मोन है वो जितना हमारे शरीर में उसका लेवल जितना ज्यादा होगा उतना वो हमको स्ट्रेस देगा. जितना उस हार्मोन का लेवल कम होगा हमारे बॉडी में उतना ही हम स्ट्रेस फ्री होंगे. एंड encourages the good hormones endorphins and dopamine in our brain. तो ये जो हमारे ब्रेन में जो केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है ना, जिसको हम इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, देयर इज अ केमिकल रिएक्शन. सो it helps in those kind of reactions, and that is very important for our whole health and the body functioning. There is increased evidence in rehabilitation medicine and the field of neuroscience that art enhances brain functioning by imparting brain waves patterns, emotions, and nervous system. Art can also rise serotonin level. Art can also rise serotonin level. इससे क्या होता है, ये जो सेरोटोनिन लेवल जब राइज करता है उससे हमको क्या होता है, एक सेंस ऑफ गुडनेस का फीलिंग होता है. तो ये जो हम अभी तक बात कर रहे हैं, ये जो आर्ट का जो इम्पैक्ट है हमारे लाइफ में, ये जो कलर्स के इम्पैक्ट है हमारे लाइफ में, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है फॉर अ हेल्दी लिविंग. बिकॉज nobody wants to be sad, depressed and unhappy in life. We all want to live happily and to make others happy. Unless and until you are happy, you are stress free, you cannot expect that your surrounding is stress free or you can make the other people happy beside you. So first of all, you have to take care of your health as well as mental health, because which is very, very important. Unless and until you take care of your mental health, you cannot be happy. And the impact of mental health is more on your physical health. So ये जो बातें हैं ये मैं इसीलिए आज बोल रही हूँ because आज का जो हमारा थीम है वो है art is for good health. So if art is for good health, so why not we should take some time for art in life? Do whatever you can. You need not be an artist. You need not be a painter. You need not be a singer. You need not be a dancer. But you can perform some sort of artistic work at your home. Now you will ask me how. कुछ नहीं, सुबह उठ के दरवाजे पे रंगोली बनाइए, अपने हिसाब से बनाइए, जैसा आपको मन है वैसा बनाइए. You will feel nice. You will feel better. जैसे एक और चीज जो मैं आपको बोलना चाहती हूँ, जैसे हम जब बाहर जाते हैं सुबह सुबह हम देखते हैं घास पे उसकी बूंदें पड़ी हुई हैं, हमको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. You know why? Because this green color is very, very cool and calm for your eye nerves. जो हमारी आंखों के नर्व्स हैं, हमारी जो आईसाइट है उसके लिए ग्रीन कलर बहुत अच्छा है. And it increases the concentration power also. So basically apart from giving oxygen, this green color plants also cooling your eyes and your mind. So this is how it is. ये तो बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, जितना बोले उतना कम है, तो मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लेना चाहूंगी, बस इतना कहना चाहूंगी शॉर्ट में कि art is a part of your life. You need not be an artist, you need not be a dancer, singer, or anything, but to be a good human being, practice art or make art a part of your life. Do any kind of creativity. Even a good cook is a creator. आप कुछ खाना बना रहे हो, कुछ अपने मन से रेसिपी बना रहे हो, that is also an art. So try to be innovative in life, try to be colorful in life, try to be giving in life. It will be something which you can do for others and for your own self. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. You have really celebrated on our concept. Great, great. Today, all the galaxy experts are great. You means we are correlating everything with health, and we are fortunate to have you on platform. That in 3 years, nobody has highlighted the art in this manner of painting. We have expert today also, Sri Sanjay Trivedi ji, who is music therapist, mantra therapist. But on the color and art and the painting, it is really, really great. Great experience. Please do join whenever the topic of your choice is there or the fraternity is there. So before calling Agnihotri ji for conclusion, I would like to request Sanjay Trivedi ji for comments on this point. Sanjay Trivedi ji, welcome. Both husband and wife are music therapists from Vadodara. Welcome.
That's great. That's great.
नमस्कार नमस्कार
नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार.
नमस्ते नमस्ते.
आपने बहुत
It's
अच्छा
so nice.
जी बताइए.
जी मैं बोल रही हूँ ये चीज का मतलब ब्यूटी यही है कि so much of like-minded people are gathering on the same platform.
Yes, you are right. और अभी जो आपने जो चीजें बताई वो हम हमारी म्यूजिक थेरेपी के प्रेजेंटेशन में बताते हैं, जो सेरोटोनिन है, हमारे जो न्यूरो पाथवेज है, तो उसके ऊपर बहुत सारी वर्ल्ड में रिसर्च हुई है. और एनी टाइप ऑफ आर्ट, और सबसे अच्छी चीज आपने जो बताई कि यू नीड नॉट टू बी ए म्यूजिशियन और आर्टिस्ट, तो आपको नहीं आता है लेकिन वो एक उसका इफेक्ट तो देता है. और आपने बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें आपके ये वक्तव्य में कवर की है. बहुत अच्छा लगा हमको सुन के.
जी
थैंक यू संजय.
एक्चुअली ये चीजें ना हमारे कस्टम में, हमारे कल्चर में जो है ना, इस चीज को हमको वैल्यू देना चाहिए, जो धीरे धीरे कम हो रहा है. ये जो हमारा कल्चर जो है ना, हमको सिखा दिया है कि जीना कैसे है, टू बी हैप्पी इन लाइफ, जो हम भूल जा रहे हैं इन दिस फास्ट लाइफ. सिर्फ
हमको
उसको
जो
फॉलो करें तो बहुत है.
प्योर जॉय देता है ना, वो चीज को हम निग्लेक्ट करते हैं.
एकदम आर्टिफिशियल चीजों पे भागते हैं.
यस.
और आप जो बता रहे थे ना, उसमें हम एक चीज और भी जोड़ते हैं. आपसे भी नम्र निवेदन है कि आप ये शायद आपको अच्छा लगे तो आप भी जोड़ सकती है कि
जी बताइए.
ज्यादातर लोग आर्ट को मतलब म्यूजिक या पेंटिंग या ऐसा कुछ समझते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग जो बताते हैं सबको कि सब्जी काटना भी एक आर्ट है.
एग्जैक्टली जो मैंने बताया ना कि खाना बना रहे हो तो नया रेसिपी,
तो कुछ भी घर का भी काम कर रहे हैं तो वो आर्ट है. और आर्ट जो होता है उसमें हम मग्न हो जाते हैं, तो
योग है
वो योग हो जाता है.
अभी जो डॉक्टर पवन कुमार जी को मैं बधाई देता हूँ कि उनका जो आर्ट है, इतने सारे लोगों को इकट्ठा करना एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे, वो एक योग है.
राइट एकदम 100%. जी बहुत अच्छा लगा आप लोगों से मिलके.
जी धन्यवाद.
जुड़ते रहिएगा.
आपको भी बहुत अच्छा लगा.
जी
जुड़ते रहिएगा, प्लीज जुड़ते रहिएगा. मैं आदरणीय पारुल जोशी जी को भी नमन करता हूँ, एक्स प्रिंसिपल गांधीनगर आयुर्वेदिक कॉलेज. वेलकम मैडम. तो मैं अब अग्निहोत्री सर से प्रार्थना करता हूँ उपसंहार की, लेकिन हाँ एक बात और कह दूं उसके पहले। सोमा भौमिक जी,
जी
एक बात कह रहा हूँ, आपने पेंटिंग की बड़ी तारीफ की ना। हमारे साथ डॉक्टर नितिन उर्मलिया जी हैं, टॉक्सिकोलॉजी एक्सपर्ट इन आयुर्वेदा। वो अभी कहेंगे आपके पेंट में लेड होता है, इसलिए लेड को थोड़ा दूर रखें। नितिन जी।
नहीं, जरूरी नहीं कि पेंट में लेड का इस्तेमाल किया जाए, बिकॉज आई ड्रॉ विदाउट पेंसिल, आई पेंट विदाउट पेंसिल। कोई स्केच नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं होता, आई डायरेक्टली यूज कलर्स। यू कैन यूज वेजिटेबल कलर्स, नेचुरल कलर्स, जो भी कलर्स आपके पास है नेचुरली उसको यूज कीजिए और भी अच्छा लगेगा।
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम। अग्निहोत्री सर।
नमस्कार, थैंक यू प्रोफेसर पवन शर्मा जी। सबसे पहले तो अगर प्रोफेसर पवन शर्मा जी हमें अनुमति दें तो मैं एक शब्द कहना चाहूंगा कि मैडम सोमा भौमिक जी हमारी आयुष एम्बेसडर ऑफ आवर IRES हम ऐसा महसूस करते हैं, इनको डिक्लेयर किया जाए, विद स्पेशल रेफरेंस टू द आर्ट। आर्ट के क्रम में आपने जो सेरोटोनिन और जो हैप्पी हार्मोन्स की बात इस एंगल से उठा के कही, वो एक आर्टिस्ट अगर कह रहा है जो बायोलॉजी से नहीं है, मेडिकल साइंस से नहीं है, तो निश्चित रूप से आप अपने एम को प्रूव करने में सफल हो गई। एक बहुत बड़ी बात कही आपने कि सिंपल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ गुड लुकिंग कलर्स, सिंपल टू अवेल द मीन्स द ग्रीन grass at morning with this ओस कण, ये अपने में एक आंखों को तृप्ति देने वाला है, मन को प्रसन्न करने वाला है। तो हमारे मन के शरीर के अंदर के जो प्रसन्नतादायक हार्मोन्स हैं वो स्वतः बिना किसी एडिशनल इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ हार्मोन्स अपने आप से रिलीज हो रहे हैं। तो ये अपने में एक सुंदरता है। आपने और भी एक बात कही कि हमारी जो जीवन है, जीवन अपने में ही आर्ट है, लिविंग इटसेल्फ इज आर्ट, मतलब, और हम तो ये कहेंगे कि लाइफ इटसेल्फ इज आर्ट एंड साइंस कॉम्बिनेशन।
डेफिनेटली आर्ट इज 2 स्टेप अहेड देन साइंस।
Yes, this is what I told. You cannot live your life by your own way and your desire if you are not following really its artistic approach and of course scientific approach. Scientific approach considers the whole of the medical sciences as such. क्या खाना है, कब खाना है, कितना खाना है, क्यों खाना है, और खाने के बाद क्या क्या नहीं करना है, या खाने से पहले क्या क्या नहीं करना है, ये सब साइंटिफिक बैकग्राउंड से है। और आर्टिस्टिकली अगर वही एक सैलेड की थाली अच्छे से सजाई गई है जिसमें ट्राई कलर के फ्रूट्स रखे हैं, ट्राई कलर्स की सैलेड आइटम्स रखे गए हैं, तो देखने में अच्छा लग जाता है, इट लुक्स नाइस। और प्रेजेंटेशन आजकल जो है, जो हमारा पैकिंग है, वो बहुत कुछ दे जाता है। तो हर जगह आर्ट काम करती है। सही कहा मैडम त्रिपाठी ने भी कि सब्जी कटिंग से लेके इवन आपकी काउंटर, आपका क्लिनिक, आप कैसे सजा के अच्छे से बैठते हैं, ये सब चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रखती हैं। और यही चीज है, एक दुकानदार है और उसकी मिठाई दुकान पर मक्खी आ रही है, खराब हो रही, उसकी तरफ वो कुछ जाएंगे भी नहीं। एक मुड़ा तुड़ा इंसान बैठा है, डॉक्टर उम्मीद कर रहा है कि हम मरीज की जेब से पैसा निकाल पाएंगे, उसको सेवाएं दे पाएंगे, कोई नहीं आएगा। तो यू हैव टू बी अ ग्रेट एटीट्यूड ऑफ आर्टिस्ट। मैं अभी चैटबॉक्स से देख पा रहा हूँ मैडम पारुल जोशी जी कुछ शेयर करना चाहती है। मैडम आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। हम लोग तो टाइम पास कर रहे हैं, आपके आशीर्वचनों के लिए हमेशा हम बख्शिश देते हैं। मैडम पारुल जोशी, नमस्कार, आपका स्वागत, प्लीज।
नमस्कार, थैंक यू सो मच सर। क्योंकि म्यूजिक और आर्ट्स है, उसका मैंने काफी उपयोग किया है अपनी प्रैक्टिस में, और मैं करती भी हूँ। इस वक्त मेरे पास जो पेशेंट आया है वर्टिगो का, उसमें भी मैंने इसका उपयोग किया है। सर, मैं अपने जितने भी पेशेंट्स, मेंस्ट्रुअल इरेगुलरिटी, एमेनोरिया, प्रोफ्यूज ब्लीडिंग, मेनोपॉज, पीसीओडी, इनफर्टिलिटी, इन सभी के पेशेंट्स को, खास करके महिलाओं को, मैं जोर दे के बोलती थी कि आप जो है या तो कढ़ाई करें, कुछ एम्ब्रॉयडरी करे, या फिर अगर विंटर सीजन है तो बोलूं कि वुलन कुछ आप बनाए अपने फैमिली के लिए, अपने खुद के लिए, या फिर जो है वो कुछ अच्छा सा म्यूजिक, यानी जैज म्यूजिक नहीं, अपना इंडियन म्यूजिक जो है उसको आप सुने, या फिर बाथरूम सिंगिंग जो है उस तरह सिंगिंग तो करे आप। और मैं उनको बोलती थी कि जो जब भी हमारे 4 नवरात्रि आते हैं साल भर में, तो नवरात्रि के टाइम में जो है आप अकेले अकेले भी गरबा करते रहो, ऐसा करके सबको मैं सिखाती थी। और वे लोग जो है नहीं करते हैं और उससे काफी उनको बूस्ट होते हैं। तो अभी फ्लैट सिस्टम आ गई ना साहब, तो वहां पे एक दूसरे को न मिलना ऐसा हमारा पद्धति बन गया है। इसकी वजह से काफी सारे प्रॉब्लम्स जो है अपनी सोसाइटी में डेवलप हुई है, काफी सारे हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स, इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम्स, ये सब क्रिएट हुए हैं। तो इसमें ये आर्ट जो है बहुत यानी बहुत मदद करती है। और मैडम जी ने, तीनों मैडम ने इतना बढ़िया बताया कि उनके लिए प्रशंसा के लिए कोई शब्द ही नहीं है, इतने बढ़िया बताया है। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू
जी,
वेरी
बढ़िया
मच।
वाली जी, थैंक यू। मेरे ख्याल प्रोफेसर पवन शर्मा जी की तैयारी हो गई। शौकत जी आए हुए हैं। आदरणीय शौकत जी को हम इनवाइट करते हैं कि वो आज के पूरे इस प्रोग्राम के समापन के तौर पर एक ब्लेसिंग्स दें, जिससे हमारा सबका और हमारी मैडम्स का जिन्होंने गेस्ट।
Hello and welcome everyone. Good evening. It is a great pleasure for me being invited to this August platform one more time. Thank you so much to all the organizers at the IRES and Dr. Sharma. It is a privilege to be present here one more time, and my sincere apologies for not being able to make it physically because of an important pre-engagement this evening that I'm having. So I am honored to introduce 3 of the prominent speakers tonight on this August platform, and that includes Professor Amita Datta, the Uday Shankar Professor of Dance, Rabindra Bharati University, Kolkata. Professor Datta has been an outstanding scholar who has a distinguished career exploring various aspects of dance in research and in performing arts. She has her own group and troupe with which she has traveled all over the world and across India and made presentations with her dance troupe, particularly on areas of Kathak. Her team has a dazzling performance. Many of the times that I have been able to see her presentation along with her troupe making performance was an outstanding and monumental experience. Thank you, Professor Datta, for being present with us here tonight. Next we have Professor Shoma Bhadra Rai, Head of the Department of Bengali, West Bengal State University, Barasat, West Bengal. Professor Bhadra Rai has been an outstanding research scholar who has several publications in various facets of modern Bengali literature. She specializes predominantly on areas of Bengali poet and their works and has published extensively in these areas with several books. Her publications has been showing up in major research magazines and literary forums. She has made several presentations and lectures on various platforms across India and in West Bengal across various universities. A great scholar and an exponent of modern Bengali literature, a great teacher, and above all, I congratulate her in advance. She's soon going to become a full professor. So thank you, Professor Bhadra Rai, for being present here tonight. It is my pleasure to welcome you here on behalf of IRES. And last but not the least, I would also like to welcome Mrs. Shoma Bhaumik. She is an famous artist as well as a sensitive poet. It has been a pleasure to know Madam for a considerably long period of time, over 3-4 years. Her artwork, whether it's animate or inanimate or abstract art, speaks volumes about her artistic expression. An outstanding speaker, she has been speaking on various forums on motivational speech as well as on arts and other forms of expression. It is a play, and more than important to say is that she's also a sensitive poet and has made a number of poem presentations in a number of forums. I forgot to mention that Professor Bhadra Rai is also a very famous poet in Bengali and has presented a number of poems in various forums and published in different magazines. I welcome these three treasures of our Bengali literature and performing arts tonight on this august platform. Thank you very much, and once again my apologies for not being able to present on this platform tonight. Thank you and wish you all the very best. Shubho Poila Boishakh. Happy International Art Day.
Yes, sir. We are blessed with the message.
Hello and welcome every platform one more time. Thank you so much to all the organizers at the IRES and Dr. Sharma. It is a privilege to be present here one more time, and my sincere apologies for not being able to make it physically.
Just a sec, just a sec. केवल 1 मिनट सर, केवल 1 मिनट मुझे दीजिए. उनका दूसरा वीडियो भी है जो आज के टॉपिक पे है.
Okay, sir.
The 15th of April marks the World Art Day or the International Art Day. This is a great celebration around the world to appreciate various forms of arts, whether fine arts or performing arts that are performed around the world, and to
Celebrate and commemorate the artists who have spent decades in performing and perfecting these arts to this content and to this quality. But to me, art is not just restricted to just various forms of artistic expression. Art could be literature, art could be poem, art could be any form of performing arts like theater or cinematic movies, or art could be, photochitros, art could be any kinds of sculpture, any kind of acrylic painting, drawing, whatever it is. And many of the masters who have produced outstanding arts that has made us a celebrated species around the world, that includes maybe like Pablo Picasso, to Van Gogh, to Rembrandt, to Leonardo da Vinci and whatnot. And even from the perspective of India, artists like Ravi Verma, Wasim Kapoor, Shyamol Bhattacharya, Paritosh Chaudhary, and various other artists who are extensively involved in making the art a celebration around the world. None to say it is an expression of inner forms of ourselves. Like whatever we are thinking, whatever it is in our mind, whatever we are seeing in our contemporary world is expressed through arts. If you look into art history, it tells and depicts the history of human civilization from time immemorial, from the Roman or Greek architecture to the British colonial architecture to modern day Indian architecture or French architecture or US architecture. Wherever we go, we will see that the art has expressed and presented history and captured it in various forms which are monumental for our present day civilizations. We have learned a lot from our arts. It has helped us to evolve as human beings. It has evolved us to be a better being and helped us also in expressing our inner forms and parts. But unfortunately, as we see around the world, why this International Art Day is so important is because of religious intolerance. We have noted that how the Bamiyan Buddha, which was an iconic statue during the period of ancient India, when Pakistan, Afghanistan used to be Buddhist kingdoms, and all the heritage structures and buildings and statues have been destroyed by Taliban. If you go into Palmyra and other parts of Syria and Lebanon and in other Middle Eastern areas where we had these huge ancient civilizations of Mesopotamia, Persian architecture, all these are being destroyed by a new group of jihadists that are responsible for wiping out arts from the surface of the earth in order to clean out the history. This is no less destructive, or this vandalism is no less destructive than what we call as ethnic cleansing. Eradicating arts of a particular period also means eradicating the history, eradicating the civilization of that particular period. So this is acceptable in that particular form, and hence as an individual I think it is our responsibility not only to protect and preserve art but also to stand up together on a common platform protesting the destruction of ancient art in the name of religion, creeds and culture. International Art Day is not only to celebrate the expression of art, the freedom of expression of artists around the planet, but it is also to protect the work of ancient artists who has been a part of our civilization and culture to the best of our ability. I extend my sincere thanks to all and request all to join hands in working together in protecting art monuments and preventing the trafficking of art objects and work together in preserving art history and art objects around the world. Thank you. Shrikot Kumar Basu.
Excellent, Dr. Shakat. Excellent, though you are not physically present, but you have pointed out the very important factor, trafficking, destruction, that has really means lost our civilization of the unseen forefathers. Agnihotri sir.
Really a very important sentence which I could understand from the address of Dr. Shakat Basuji, that situation or conditions wiped out the art from the earth. And this is why he referred that all Talibani system and all that. India was the richest country of world, having a very good assembly of arts, civilization, culture, colors, thought, philosophy, everything. Art is one of them. As I told earlier that art, life itself is a combination of art and science. We have to know that what is the best art for having a prosperous lifestyle, a beautiful lifestyle, a lifestyle favorable for others, not for self, and also in a scientific manner. That's why I told that the life itself is a combination of art and science. And when we talk about the science art day, it itself reveals so many deepest concepts that art is one part which can make a better life, or which can remove the tears from the sufferers, which can remove the sorrows, which can remove the pains from the sufferers. It is the art. If you talk artistically, if you approach artistically with the person, if you understand the problem of a person and make a solution artistically,